what's the plan is like introduction to Tableau Prep. We will understand what's Tableau Prep and why it's useful, and also we will just try to understand some of the applications of Tableau Prep. That's the agenda for today. Also, at the end of the session, we will try to make 2 simple flows, one for pivot and one like overall, trying to engage all the cleaning steps and features from Tableau Prep. That's the agenda. So what's Tableau Prep? So as we'll be aware, like Microsoft Excel, PowerPoint all comes under Microsoft Suite, similar to the Tableau Desktop, Tableau Prep, and Tableau Connector. All those comes under the Tableau Suite. And as all of us might be aware that Tableau Desktop is used to make visualization. All those we don't have much facilities and features to clean and shape our data in Tableau Desktop. So here Tableau has introduced Tableau Prep to just make the data easy and intuitive and shape our data to do the analysis in Tableau. That's the main motto of Tableau Prep and why we should go for Tableau Prep. So in most of the real case, before making visualization, most of the time we'll go in cleaning and shaping the data. Apart from Tableau Prep, we do have multiple tools like Alteryx, SQL, all those. But Tableau Prep is more like click and drop interface, similar to that of Tableau, where we just pull and drop the fields in rows, columns, and write calculated fields. So this is also as easy as that. Then also this is compatible with other Tableau products. Like when you can just get the output in form of Tableau Hyper Extract, which is like very fast and good for performance. So Tableau Prep is even compatible with the other products, and the output can be extracted in Hyper Extract. And even if you want, in case of like large volume of data, directly you can publish in the Tableau server, and you can connect to workbook and make visualization. All those. These are the some of the special advantage of using Tableau Prep. So quickly we will just get used to interface. Once you open the Tableau Prep, we will have like 4 windows like this. The left one is the connection pane. Like here, like where you would like to connect your data source, just you have to drop here. And the top, it's the flow pane, and here only the flow will be visualized. The visual presentation of like all our operation steps to prepare the data. We will quickly go on through what are the steps involved and what are the steps. And here we have profile pane. Here it shows the summary of each field and their sample. Here if you see like order date and minimum is 1/1/2015 and maximum is 1/1/2019. And also this bar represents what percentage of rows falls under the category as mentioned. And at last we have data grid, which is nothing but the entire data row wise it will show. So these are the 4 panes. The left one is connection pane and the top is flow pane, showing the flows and steps involved. And here it's the profile pane, which gives quick view about the distribution of data across the multiple fields or measures. And at last here we have data grid, which is similar to that of like we have an option in Tableau to view data, like where you'll be able to see each fields. And here in the left changes, whatever change currently you can see this step is selected, which is like light blue. And here it show whatever changes are done in the steps. For example, we have created a calculated field, region, central, and so on. So whatever steps are involved, the selected step. Here you can see the fixed date. This highlighted. These 13 changes are made in this step. Like that, if you select some other step, whatever changes are made, it will be shown here in this pane, which is right to the connection pane. This is the interface. And next,
one quick question, Jairam. So in this, just trying to understand. See, in this particular field, okay. Sorry, whatever. So that's the stop date, right?
Ship date.
Ship date.
Ship
Sorry.
date,
Okay,
yeah.
ship date.
Yeah.
So you can see for this particular date, right? There are these 4 bars. What do those 4 bars represent?
The 4 bar represents like each year. You can see top is 2015 and last is like 2020. So we have like 2016,
Okay.
2017, 2018, 2019. So and the bar represent percentage of rows fall under the category of that.
Got it. Okay. Basically, this is the axis. Looks like.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And the bar represent percentage of rows.
Okay. Understood. Clear. Okay. Thank you.
Yeah. Okay. Next, before creating flow, we will just try to understand what all are the steps involved in making the flow. So first, as usual, just connect your data from the variety of files and servers and Tableau Extract wherever. We just connect and combine our data source from multiple data sources. So this is the first step, which is nothing but the input. Just you have to connect to our data. Mostly in today's session, we'll just try to connect to Excel or CSV file. And next, drag and drop the double click, bring your tables to the flow pane. So whichever the connection pane is here, from here we will just drag and drop the data to the flow pane. So here you can see this top 4 are the data sources which came into input step. And next, add flow step. And in flow step we have like variety of options. One is clean, this filter, split, rename. All these 3 comes under the clean step. And pivot is nothing but like modifying the data structure. We will look into detail about this pivot step. And and the next, like join and union, we all might be aware of. And clean and shape our data. We will just try to see what all features are that in clean and shape our data in detail while making the flow. Then, as I said, beside the connection plane, each step in this process is represented visually in the flowchart. This happens in the flow pane. And next step. So Tableau Prep tracks the operation so that you can check your work and make changes. These changes will be reflected in the next to the connection pane, which you have seen. Once you select the step, whichever changes you made in the particular step will be visible in the pane, which is right to the flow pane. And once you are finished with your flow, just run it. At last, you have to just add a step for output. And you have to just select whether you want in terms of Hyper Extract or CSV file or Excel file. This is broadly the 6 steps involved in making the flow. So now we will quickly see an example for pivot step. So assume a case like here we have like state and distribution of some metric across the months. When you just add this directly to Tableau, what happens is state will be the one field and these 12 months will be generated as separate fields. So in total 13 fields will be there. But when you would like to filter particular months or so, it will be difficult and you can't do. Even I think Swap faced this situation sometime while working on a project and we discussed. In order to get familiar or like do some modification in the structure, we will go for the pivot feature. Here in this feature, if you see now the table, earlier you have 13 metrics and now it's just only 3. One is for state and month and metric value. So here with this data we can do a lot. If you'd like to filter only for particular months, directly you can pull this month filter into the filter pane and filter. And also assume a case where you would like to view only values greater than 2000. Then in that case, you can drop this metric value directly into the filter pane and just select values greater than 2000. But here in this case, it will be difficult and you can't achieve this, as this 12 will be generated as separate measure values in Tableau. So this is one of the example of pivot feature which is available in Tableau. So now we will just see how to do this in Tableau Data Prep.
Just to add to that, right? So what Jairam mentioned is also called as melting or casting the data. So when you have 3 columns like state, month, and metric value, that is what is typically called as the long format of the data or the melted data. If you just have each month in a separate column, that is called as a wide format of the data or the cast data. And this feature is also available in software such as R and Python, where they call it melt and cast. Just FYI.
Jairam, in Excel, how did you do it? Or you just manually?
I did manually, yeah. I didn't know how to pivot it.
I think Swap has a way, right?
Yeah, Jairam, can you go to table page? Table tab, and select all the columns and do a unpivot of it. In Power BI, there's an option called unpivot. So once we select all the only the date columns.
Only the date columns.
Select the columns and go to pivot table.
Pivot table.
First, I think we need to convert this into table, then we can do a pivot option.
How do I convert it to table?
Start from A1, make it a complete table. Make it a complete table. Now you can choose.
I think you just have a cell range selection here.
So now should I select only the date fields and pivot table, or what's up?
Yeah. Wait. Can you go back to your table?
Yeah.
There was an edit option. Go to table design. Last tab, last table design. Or we have this pivot tables. I don't remember as of
Yeah.
now.
So maybe next week I will
Yeah,
just try to explain how to do Excel. Okay. So now this is the data source. We are just going to input in a Tableau data prep. If you look, there are different categories for the type of book: mass market, trade, paperback, non-fiction, so and so. And here, if you see, there is a name of the book, then author, price, ISBN code, and rank. So just we will input this and try to change the data structure, and all those we will work on. So just I open the Tableau prep, connect to a data, and it's a Microsoft Excel file. Just opening that ABA bestsellers 3718. So once I pull, since it has only single table, nothing to do with this step. If you have multiple table, then you have to just click wildcard union, and whichever table you like to include, you can just select include and type those all, or if you like to exclude, the same case. Next step here, you can select the fields whichever you would like to be passing through the flow. So here in this, I just want all the field names and to be in the data source. So in case if you would like to deselect some of them which you feel in the starting first step only, you can just unselect. Next we will go for a pivot step. So how to go for that is once you click the plus icon which is beside the data source, here we will have a couple of steps. One is clean step, and second one aggregate is based on which level you would like to aggregate. Here this example is mostly focused on pivot, and join, union, as usual, all those. Script in the sense if you are writing some external script which you would like to implement in the data source, just you can select the script and select the script file. And at last we have output step, and anyway we will use this output step at last. And the insert flow, in case you have already some flow created, just you can select the insert flow and select from the local files. So assume a case how we have TWBX format and TWB in Tableau, where in TWBX the data source will be embedded, and in TWB only the dashboards are calculated fields whichever we made will be there, but you have to load the data source. Same here. So here if you give insert flow, already the flow whichever you made, you can just implement the flow, maybe cleaning step or pivot. There might be a couple of flows which you have already created. If you would like to insert the flow, then you can just use this option. Now we will try here to pivot. So once you give pivot, here it will just ask whatever fields are there in the data source will pop up in the left, and whichever fields you would like to use, you can just drop it here. And pivot name and values. Here I would like to pivot all except the rank. There is no need to pivot the rank field. So early, middle, I have already selected. Except rank, I'm trying to select all and full year. So general, now you can see in bottom like the data pane, pivot names, pivot values, and the rank is like common. So yeah, in mass market we are getting nulls because there are only 10 books, but rank is from 1 to 15. So in case if you'd like to exclude these nulls, you can just go for the cleaning step and you can exclude the nulls. You can just select the nulls and exclude. And I would like to rename this pivot names as, if you double click on the field name, you can just edit that, maybe type. And here, as we have seen already in the Excel, we have name of the book, then author, price, ISBN code, and some other. We'll just try to split values. If you give automatic split, it will be, as we have a delimiter here, straight line. So automatically it will get, by default it will understand that's the delimiter and it will split into n number of values. So now since we have splitted, we no need this parent field anymore. So we can just remove the parent field from the data source. And here rename this field as book name. This is nothing but the author. This is the ISBN code. Okay. So now we have modified the data structure, and at last in the data pane you can view book name, author, price, ISBN code, and book type. So apart from that, if you would like to add any other cleaning step, here currently the price is in text. If you would like to convert this to number decimal, just you can go forward and convert this to price, and rank is by default in number, ISBN code is in text. So here we do have option to filter. Then in case if you would like to change the data type, you can do that, sort. So if you would like to view which has contributed to more number of rows, just if you click the sort option, it will just show the percentage of rows. So now cleaning everything is done. To generate output, just you have to create an output step, and if you run, it will just ask where you would like to store and in what format. Before that, we will just browse and add it in desktop. So we'll just convert the output type to CSV, run flow. So it's done.
So it's a Tableau extract that you saved, right?
No, Chaitanya, I have saved it as CSV file.
You saved it as CSV file. Oh, okay. There were two options, right? So
Yeah.
okay, can you just go back to that place one more time? And how do you save it as Hyper if you would like to?
Here output type, just convert it into Tableau data extract.i.
Oh, you have to manually give .hyper, is that? Oh, okay. It's automatically.
No.
Okay. Right now it is automatically Hyper, right? Is that correct? If
Yeah,
you say
yeah.
Tableau data extract, it's automatically Hyper. Okay, got it. Understood.
Yeah. So once you run flow, it will be saved.
Jera, if you are using an online
Yeah.
services like Salesforce or SharePoint, so and you prepare data, then how you are going to save the data? Or we directly connect this data to Tableau?
So for connection, there is no issue here. Whichever server you are just using, you can connect. But output, I think I am not sure. Like, is there an option to just place it back in server? I hope there will be some option. I guess maybe I will get back to you on this next week. At present, if you would like to connect from any SharePoint, there is an option here. like multiple server or other databases, wherever you would like to connect, you can just connect.
Yeah, I got it. So basically, let's say in these the data is continuously flowing. So we want all the data that is coming from it goes through this filter, then goes to Tableau. So
Tableau prep allows you to so basically bring the whatever the data transformations and the final output data, you can send it to Tableau desktop directly. There's a you can do that, or else you can also save it as a flow, and there's a way for you to connect to this flow Tableau prep flow files in Tableau desktop. So it's possible.
In case if you are sure that you will just to work on Tableau, the process data file, you can just save it as Hyper and connect to Hyper directly from Tableau, and you can work on it. So this is one example which is more focused on pivot. Next we will just try to make one more simple flow where you will concentrate on union and some of the cleaning steps. So file new, so connect to data. So before moving to the next example, any doubts with this one? Okay. So connect to text file, south directory. I'm selecting all, just click open. So once you click open, like all the files will be displayed here. And like as I said earlier, now South 2018 is selected and whatever fields are there will just show up here. And same case with the other data source as well. Since here like all of them are of same data structure but of different year, just we can go forward and union it. But before unioning, we will just try to add a clean step and view what all cleanings we can do. By default, Tableau give recommendations. For example, changing the data type for state, country, city, postal code. It will just give us recommendations. So in case if you would like to visualize this in map, by default it should be in spatial type, or else if it is in string type, we can't represent these data points in map. But however, in Tableau we do have an option to change data type. Just for information, just I'm trying to add. So sales, quantity, profit. So here in string field, we do have a lot of option. Clean. If you would like to make uppercase directly, if you click, all the names will be converted to uppercase, and lowercase same as well. In terms, okay, maybe here in customer ID, if you see there is like numbers, letters, and punctuations as well. So in case if you would like to remove punctuation, direct like clean and remove punctuation. If you give, the hyphen will be disabled. And in case if you would like to remove the text as well, then remove letters. And if you would like to remove numbers, remove numbers, and remove extra spaces, all space, and trim spaces. Like all these features are there to clean the fields which are of string type. Then rename field. Instead of this, just you can go and double tap here and you can rename the field. Then duplicate field, if nothing, the same will keep only field what it does, only this will be stored, remaining everything will be closed. In case like you have done something, you can do undo, or otherwise after doing couple of steps, if you feel the first step you need to remove, just you can cancel it. So the changes will be get back to the normal. So these are the cleaning steps we have for a string data type. Then order date here. Here we have an option to group value. So for example, currently since this is of date, we have only manual selection. For string type, we do have by pronoun. We can group by pronunciation, all those. Here if you see group values by, one is manual selection, then other one is based on pronunciation and common characters and spelling. These are the ways in which we can group values by. Next, split that we have already seen in that book example, split. Yeah.
Hey, what's the meaning of pronunciation? What does it mean?
Pronunciation.
What does it mean?
Pronunciation.
What does it mean?
Pronunciation. So based on like if the both names sounds same, it will just group them to a single one. So maybe here if you see this Arun is common in first and second, so just the names which sounds same, that will group based on the pronunciation.
But we still have to
And also-
specify, is it which ones pronounce similar?
No, just if we give by pronunciation, by default tab will take. Just we can control the group size in like how many groups you want. So based on that, accuracy will be there. For example, if you see this Anna, there will be two names which sound similar, so it will just group. And here this grouping can be controlled by the size of grouping which we give on the top. If you'd like to have less group, then more members will be in the same.
Maybe it's just like a duplicate vibes. Yeah.
So only with for the strings we have that group values by manual or pronunciation or common characters. Then these are the cleaning steps for string, and for numbers are in a overall manner, like in cleaning what all mostly people does is removing the nulls, then changing the data type in case if you would like to change the date from string to date type, and apart from that grouping can be done, and at last trimming which you have seen the previous example can also be done. So just for namesake we will add clean step for all before unioning. So now we will add a union. In order to union this order 2016 with that, directly go drag, instead of giving the union just add. So in that case this field will be added to this union. If you give like union, what it does is there will be a new union formed with the existing union. So now currently I'm dropping it on the union which is display. What it does is union 2 will develop with this. To avoid that, while dragging, be conscious and pull it near the add. So this data source will get added to the existing union. And same here, union. Okay. Now we will generate a output step, and if we run it, as usual, it will be saved. We will just also try to view the application of aggregate step here. So once if you click aggregate, what it does is generally in LOD, just we will, if you would like to have the sales across year or category, we'll just go forward and write an LOD fixed category and year some sales. But here in Tableau we have an aggregate step where you can select the group fields. It's nothing but the dimension. So I am adding category and order date, or maybe subcategory I'll add. And sales, I'm adding it to the aggregated field. So now if I generate output step here, so this will be my output. So maybe clean step, sales. Okay, I don't know like how to just round off the digits. Okay, for the time being, just remove. So here, if you see the output is generated. So what's the catch here is it's not generally in one flow only one output. We can generate multiple outputs, whichever form you want in a single flow. Here, what it does, the entire data it will be union and it will come. But here in this output 2 step, you can just see across the category and subcategory and sales. So for example, assume a case in dashboard where you are just creating visualization, the one tab and the other tab, it's like kind of overview, just you are representing the overall values. So in that case, instead of loading the data source in the other dashboard, we can just summarize and add an aggregated table to the dashboard. However, here it doesn't matter about performance because you have limited number of rows and so on. But in real scenario, if you have more rows and more data, just this aggregate step will be very useful. And browse if you would like to. By default, the tab, the output will be generated in the My Tableau repository folder. So So you can name the outputs as you wish. Maybe this is the aggregated output. And once you run the flow, it will generate. So for each output, you have to run separately, or in case if you'd like to refresh the data source, whichever you have mentioned here, instead of going and refreshing individually, you can just click the refresh button here, so all will get refreshed at a time. But in case of output, you have to select individual output and just get the output. We don't have any feature for all output in one go. Yeah. Any doubts? Then in that case, yeah, that's all I had for today.